Hey y'all. So, of course, you know how we always say, we're going to let people come in? Yeah, I'm not. Mm-mm. Let me just say this real quick. I'm very happy that I've had this day an opportunity to stop and say, you know what? I have not gone live in a while. It would definitely be great to go live and give you guys an update. Because I haven't talked to you guys since it's been a minute, right? So I want to give an update, kind of see what's going on. If you would engage me, and I'll say this when you do come on. If I'm not able to see you, just say, "Hey, girl, hey," something. But yeah, let's update. Let's chat. It is March of 2026. A lot has happened. A lot is going on, and I thought I would spend a little bit of my Monday um, with you guys as a check-in, right? So the last time we talked, I did explain and express, uh, some things that were happening. But let me stop here and say this. There may be some of you all that are seeing this live and don't know anything about who I am. Girl, who, what, why? Okay, I'm Chef Takana of Takana's Kitchen. I am the owner and proprietor. I own a catering company. My medicated line to that is my Kana's Remedies, which I assist people with getting off synthetic medication. I am a healer. I'm a meal prep guru. I am a consultant, a global consultant. I got clients in Argentina. So your girl is doing something outside of just the city and the state and the United States, right? So I am really, really interested in helping people heal themselves and find an end game to whatever their diagnosis is. And when they go back and forth to the doctor, that every 3 months you get an increase of meds or you get an additional new medication, I'm the girl that you stop to, because as a naturopathic practitioner, I can literally help with you not having to do that. That's what I do for a living. So I'm all things culinary, I'm all things educational, I'm all things healing and healthy, and I am all things that. I'm not over the top. I'm not a vegan person. I have nothing against anything about being vegan. However, for me personally, it's not realistic for some of my clients for the long term, but maybe a vegetarian, a pescatarian, whatever is customized or whatever is needed, I customize according to what their illness is to help them. So again, for some of you all that don't know, in 2001, I say this every time, it's repetitive, but you'd be surprised how many people do not know, need to hear it, or would be better fit and suited if I would explain. In 2001, I was diagnosed with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and Raynaud's. I was 27, and I was told I would not see the age of 30, okay? I literally was on every medication that you could possibly think of. I lost my hair, I lost my vision, I lost skin on my face, I lost the ability to be independent. I was not walking, working, or anything. I am 52 years old today. I am a survivor of all of those, as well as in October of last year I then had a scare because a doctor that shouldn't be a doctor, let me just leave it at that, after me getting shingles, literally advised me to get a shingles vaccine because of how painful shingles was. He wanted me to do that. Well, had he read my history, he would not probably have ever recommended that, because that was the worst thing. It brought my lupus, rheumatoid, and Raynaud's out of remission, and I ended up having a collapsed lung. Yep. Thought I was out of here, right? So I am much better now. I have not had any further issues. Of course, I'm still in a recovery zone. I have now once again, gotten rid of the lupus affect because of all of the wonderful things that I learned how to do back in 2014 that completely eradicated my system, changed my diagnosis, and my doctors. I never saw a doctor from 2014 until, than my annuals. We girls, it's Women's Month. But I haven't seen a doctor for any kind of a specialist for any of those previous diagnoses since 2012, 13. And yeah, so guaranteeing what I say, I do this daily for a living. I guarantee if me and you have a conversation and you start talking about you got da 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 da, I'm probably going to give you a whole remedy just because it just comes natural to me to help people that are suffering with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, or Raynaud's, or other individuals that are particularly dealing with similar illness. I do see some people have joined us that are also dealing with lupus. If you do need additional support and help, I am definitely that person. I no longer have any of that issue. And it's been since 2014. Just so you know, I do not see specialists for lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, or Raynaud's. I don't see them anymore. I'm now seeing individuals. This is a guarantee that I'm going back to where I was prior to the collapsing of my lung from taking a vaccine for shingles. Much better. I'm good. So the reason I wanted to jump on here so I've introduced myself. The reason I wanted to jump on is because I don't do lives as much as I absolutely should. And I really, really need to, because I love connecting with you. TikTok is a whole different baby right now. From what it was maybe in the last 4 months, it's completely changed. So I'm not on here as much. And then when I do come, I try to just update you with whatever food recipes, whatever I'm doing. I currently have relaunched my entire business, meaning not so much of changed things, but I've kind of leveled up on some things. My website has been completely revamped. I am back to culinary instructing. I start at a new high school on the 1st of April. My book, The Onion Peel, will be out this year. Don't let that title throw you into anything. But just know that just like onions have layers, we as people also have layers. And I don't ascribe to self-help, because who am I to try to help you? That ain't my job. And anyone that's trying to do that, steer clear, run. I am about talking to you about what I've experienced. And if some of my things that I've experienced as I've peeled back these different layers in my life, inspire, encourage you to do certain things, or assist you with aiding you to do your best for yourself, guess what? Give you to you. That's what I always tell people. Make certain that you take some time to give you this year. You've already given yourself to everybody else. And you know what? It's time for you. So that's some of the things that'll be discussed in the book. I am currently, as I stated, I revamped. So I am a private chef. I've just posted today some things in stories to let people know who I am and what I offer. I am not only in Illinois. I have licensing and the ability to operate in Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, as well as Illinois, Chicago, as well as Texas, and Arizona. So those are some of the places that I typically go every summer, like once a month, to a different state, and I just do a pop-up and get some footprints out there, let other people know what I do, and that healing is not just here in Illinois, that it can be everywhere, and I'm able to assist you. I do have meal prep clients that are not just in Chicago, Illinois. I do have them that are everywhere. There are certain things that I am able to ship, certain things that I am able to do, or even assist you on your own journey, where if you're doing your own preparation for food, to assist you with best practices to help you get to that healing, the sweet spot, right? And as I just mentioned a few moments ago, I talk to people a lot about, I do diagnostic consultations. So what separates me from a lot of people that say that they do meal prep is they just do a eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You literally see what their menu is for the week. You choose one and you get 10 of them or 5 of them. That is not anything more than, to me, not knocking anyone's business, but that's a fast food opportunity. I do a diagnostic consultation, meaning I go through what medications are you on? Have you been diagnosed with anything? What is your goal? It's a 90-day program. It's not less than 90 days. And what I offer to my client is a customized meal plan based on what your illnesses are, your diagnoses, what meds you're taking, because we don't want you on warfarin and you still eating white potatoes and corn, or we don't want you with having diabetes issues, but you're still eating white rice, starch, sugars, corns, potatoes of any kind, things of that nature. So I am that girl that I customize my meal plans for my clients, because none of us are the same, right? So The best way I can describe it is when you go to the doctor, if you have high blood pressure, they have 2 or 3 different vendors that have sent them different pills, right? They just give you whatever they got in stock. I'm not your in stock girl. I'm your customized. You're important. I want to make certain that I give you something that's exactly for you and what you're dealing with, whether it be an autoimmune illness, whether it be anything that's going on, or even if we're trying to keep something that is prevalent, I help you keep it at bay or get rid of it altogether. And everything comes from how you handle and deal with your gut. So I'm your gut girl. so that's my introduction. That's who I am. That's what I do. I also offer this musician community that I'm a part of because of my spouse. I have started another leg of my business called The Unshed. The Unshed is where you come unwind before you unravel. And this for musicians, singers, and DJs, people that are in the service department. Like, we're the people that you see when you out for a good time. Yeah, well, these people that are always working while you're kicking it, I give them a respite space. I give them a space where they can do a game night, eat good food, drinks, network, have a good time. I also bring in people that help with legal services if they need an attorney or need to sign up so they can have protection if need be. A lot of stuff happens with this industry with non-payments from people, as well as not being compensated if there's damage to their equipment, things of that nature. You need legal representation. And a lot of times musicians don't have that. And people that are mishandling them, they know it, so they feel that they can get over. I bring those in. I bring people in that can assist with medical insurance, health insurance, as well as I have someone that's coming in to help them with life insurance, because we've lost so many musicians in this community. And I don't do the chicken dinner and the fried fish or the GoFundMe. We definitely want to make certain that these individuals have the correct coverage for their families to make their things easier for them, right? So that's some of what I do. That's what I offer. Meal prep consulting. And I enjoy it so much. I literally just posted today, as I was saying, a picture of a flyer, let's say it that way, letting you know what my price points are, just so people can be aware. A lot of times I get questions as to, well, how much is this? How much is that? So I gave a blanket $35 and up per person if we're talking about catering, $20 and up if we're talking about a customized repast service, $75 to $150 and up if we're talking about a wedding, and et cetera, et cetera. If you need meal prep, it's $750 a month. It's a 90-day required process. Don't just jump in and jump out, jump side to side. I want to help you get healed. So I'm finding, and I found in the years since 2015, when I started my business, I'm more committed, I find sometimes, than the client themselves are about their success. Unfortunately, a lot of us people, period, we want to be better. We want to do better. We jump in and we start, and then we see water weight 15 pounds after the first 30 days or whatever it is. And we think that we're healed and we can move forward, and we want to stop the process. So I have a contract. It's a 90-day commitment. I'm not a one and done girl. I want to help you live. And that means it's not going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be a pill or a shot or a quick one and done. I have nothing to say, or I'm not against if that's how you choose to take control over whatever's going on with you. Everyone has their opportunity to make their own decision and choices. That's the beauty of living in a free world for now. That you can make your own choices about how you choose to handle your body, the one body that you only get for the limited short amount of time that we are here on earth. You get to choose. And I heard someone say years ago, when we're born appearing and resembling our moms and our dads. But when we die, we look like our choices. And if you haven't heard that before, when I finally heard that years ago, it stuck with me, because it's nothing about the date you were born and the date you ended. It's about what you did in between that time. And if you don't choose to live your best life and take care of yourself health-wise, That's not on anybody. That's just you. That's your own personal choice. I can't be mad, and I'm not going to judge you for how you choose to live. But my goal is to help you live healthily, help you to understand some tweaks and things that you can do. And as an example, I'm gonna give you a quick little cute tip, just for free. Just something that I always tell my clients when we're doing a consultation. Some people have this addiction to chewing bubble gum, right? All day long, baby. They drink their coffee, and then all day long they chewing their gum. They chewing their gum. Just the jaw's just going. I don't know if you realize that every time you chew, the stomach muscles relax because it's waiting to receive food. I don't know if you're aware that every time you do that and the food doesn't get there, those muscles don't, after a while, they don't contract back like they used to, because you continue to make them believe that they should be accepting something that they didn't get. So they slowly stretch out, and all of a sudden your belly, you got a whole bunch of belly something going on, and you're like, what is this fupa? What is? You created it because of your habits, right? So I'm gonna give you that for free. So chill out with the gum. The elastic stuff that you're chewing, it's also doing an elastic number on your belly. And so I always try to tell people that. Just a quick tip, but again, not here for the long haul, not here for a long time. I just wanted to stop and say, hey y'all, happy Women's History Month. And as a woman that is also an international, I'm honored in an international women's space as a business owner. And I just had another article come out about me and my business. I want to be able to send it to people. I'd love to send you guys the link, or maybe I'll post a link here so that you can read it. This is the second article that's been done. Canvas did it before, and there's a new company, a magazine that has it. They've just updated it. So I'm very appreciative of the love and support that I've had these 10, 11 years. 11 years. Wow. For my catering company. It has evolved. I am now, as I stated earlier, I'm now back into the schools. I used to be a dean of discipline and an educator for special needs children, neurodivergent children. I am now back in the school system as a culinary instructor, and I absolutely love it. It is a lot of fun teaching students how to survive off $50 a week and feed a family of 4 with $50. In this economy, yeah, I still can teach them that because I know how to do that. So I'm enjoying that interaction with the students. I'm enjoying dealing with individuals, helping them to get off these synthetic medications that are killing them. I am enjoying being able to be an advocate with and for you in your journey to a healthy state and a healthy life. That's my jam. I enjoy it so much. So I appreciate, if you get a chance, check out my website, TakanasKitchen.com. There may be some things that you see that are intriguing to you, or you're interested in, or answering some questions. And I'll tell you this, I'm even a part of some chef communities where people get to come on, brand new chefs, they're coming on to ask questions pertaining to how to price their business, what to do with clients, what to offer. I've been in the space of doing that, consulting free, giving people the free information and advice. You'd be surprised with some of the things that people just don't know how to do. I know right now we're living in a day and age where everybody's doing all of these fancy, elaborative, performative, beautiful displays for the food. And I talk to a lot of my clients in that realm to let them know, hey, they're either paying for the food or you want them to pay for the ambiance, meaning the extras, the foam, the white smoke, and all of this. I need you to perfect your ability to cook good food first, and then you can go over to that. How can I say that? I don't ever talk to anyone about something that I'm not an authority on, or have not lived, or have not succeeded in. I have been nominated Top Chef catering as well as Top Chef where I live in this city since 2000, and I'm looking at the awards on the thing over here. I'm sorry. It's been since 2020. Restaurant.com nominated me as Top Chef. I've also been featured at different theaters in Chicago back in 2017, 18. For the holidays when they have the videos that come up before the movie, yeah, they featured my business. And that was an freaking amazing opportunity. So I'm only speaking about things that I am qualified to speak about, that I've lived, that I enjoy. But my jam is customizing meal prep. I love to feed you. My business slogan is you really should let me feed you, because I would love to. I like getting into it with the client and customizing things to be perfect. I offer couples events, dinners. I offer cooking classes, singular as well as group. If it's got something to do with food, if I don't know, I'll never just tell you that I do. I'm going to say, you know what, give me a moment. Let me find out. If there's a health conversation that we're having and it's something that you're talking to me about, but let me just say, as I gave you the pregame, right? The prereq was, I have endured and taken so many freaking medications that I'm allergic to, that at this point, when you start talking to me about what's going on in our consultation, for example, and you mention your medicine, I probably done had it. It probably broke me out. I probably can talk to you about what you can do to get rid of it, and I can help you get detox. Had to do that when COVID was out here. A lot of people jumped on board with the mandated vaccines because they did not realize it was against the law for their jobs to mandate that they had it. That's illegal. And so they took the first dosage. Things came back up that were dormant in their system. A lot of people had long COVID. A lot of my clients got sick. A lot of people came up out of remission from cancer, and I did my best to help detox every last one of them, because what we don't want to do is add more poison to our systems when we have gotten so far away from the synthetics. We want to get healed completely. So if you or you know someone that is struggling with any kind of illness, and they need to, one, have someone they can communicate with, your family member, and you're trying to figure out, mom is dealing with, dad is dealing with, they're going to dialysis, they're dealing with this radiation treatment, and they have this copper taste in their mouth. I've developed a tea. It's a medicated tea. And I will tell you, it helps to aggravate the system, so much so that the next morning the person is hungry. And if you know anything, you should know that if you can eat and drink water, we can get you healed. But those medicines and a lot of those treatments keep people from even having the desire to eat and desire to drink because of the taste. So I have something for that. I have been in this business so long, loving what I do, that I just feel like every single day is another opportunity for me to help heal, discuss, comfort, or make certain that my client or whom I'm engaging with feels like they're not alone with what they're dealing with. If you recall, when you've gone to the doctor yourself, or you've had family members and maybe you've gone with them, one of the questions that they ask, I had to go to the doctor today. This is why this is so fresh on my mind. One of the questions that they always ask is, are you feeling any kind of stages, or do you have any feelings of depression? Do you feel like you just don't want to make it? You don't want to be here? Is your illness creating or causing those type of mindsets? And I'm always like, grateful to know that no is the answer for me. But how many people have said yes, or how many people have felt yes, but betrayed themselves and said nothing because they didn't want the stigma attached to feeling away because of their illness at the time? Or I'm 52 years old. I'm going to tell you like this. At 27, being in a doctor's office, and the man is saying to me, I'm not going to see the age of 30 because I'm suffering from the lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and telling me nothing except these are the meds that you're going to have to take, but giving me no actual hope, that would put you mentally into a state of depression. And so I can only still imagine, and I feel for those that are still currently dealing with those types of onsets of that emotion. That shit is real. I'm an adult. I can talk. I'm sorry. If I say something that's offensive in verbiage, then I need you to study why you think that word was offensive, because there's no such thing as a curse word. But that's another story. So again, if they are having some spaces of lowness, or they need someone to talk to because of what's going on medically, and it just seems like every time you or they have to go to the doctor, they get another negative report, or they're given more medication, or something else is happening, they're increasing their medication. whatever that situation is, or however that kind of comes up and what that looks like, if they need to have someone to communicate with, 872-267-COOK. I would love to schedule a consultation session with you, or your family member, because I understand it, not from a state of a grifter out here just pushing product. No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to help heal as many people as I'm given the opportunity now, after being healed myself and learning how to heal myself through that. I'm given the opportunity to now help everyone I can. And that's what I do. I try to help folks get off synthetic meds. I've been doing it very well. I have an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. I will tell you this: if you can't trust and you've been out here looking and seeking and you keep running into people or things that just don't make sense, my suggestion is, if possible, I'm not trying to be funny when I say just Google me, but what I want you to do is Google Takana's Kitchen, TACANAS Kitchen, KITCHEN. I want you to look at the reviews. I want you to go to the Better Business Bureau. I want you to look at the reviews. I have a client that I've been serving now for the past, I want to say 7-8 years. He is now, and I didn't even know this until his family told me, he's 92 years old. When I first was asked to assist him, he had horrible folic issues. He could not have anything because he had a high level of that. He's also was beating cancer. He was also dealing with some diabetes issues and just a lot of there, seizures, a lot of neurological stuff. And the doctors were not positive about what they saw. The family trusted me with helping him. And again, we deal with the gut. I'm not dealing with we're dealing with your gut. What are you putting in your body to help fortify your system? That client was told that he shouldn't be here 7 years ago. There's a review from his son who ended up moving out of the state, but left his father here with family. And when I called him, when he told me he was moving, I said, well, how do you want me to continue to do meal prep while you guys are in another state? He said, no, I left him there. There is no Takana in the state that I'm going to. You have kept my father alive. My father is still here. This year, I want to say not this year, it was in October 30th to be exact. That same client of mine fell and hit his head because I told you he was dealing with seizures. Well, he fell, went to the hospital, and during the time that he was under the doctor's care, of course, they were trying to feed him food. He refused to eat it. Refused. And so they started getting worried. He's not eating. It does not look good. The family called me. They said, listen, can you get me some plates? I said, his food every week. You guys pay for every 6 months up, but you pay 6 months in advance. They started coming, picking up his food. They were able to start feeding him. He immediately started eating. He went home 2 weeks after that, because what you put in your gut is a direct reflection of what's going inside of you, one, what's healing you, two, and how you will respond and how your body reacts. He refused to eat the hospital food, and I'm happy. He didn't need that processed stuff because I don't cook like that. And so because he's been so on a regimen from me all these years, I'm happy to be able to report my client is still here. My client is better. My client is up walking around and giving his great grandkids hell. And I appreciate to be able to say that we all have a destination. We all have a date, an end date. But if I had any opportunity in any period of my life to help extend yours or the family member of yours life, just from helping them with their gut, helping them have an end game to synthetic medication, I'm grateful, because that means I served my time well. That to me is worth it. I don't wish and hope and pray. I'll never pray for you or anybody. Let me tell you why. To me, that's just you talking and saying stuff out loud to edify your own ears. My way of praying, my way of thoughts, and my way of thinking and helping is action, because love is an action. It's a verb. It's a moving thing. It's not a noun where you just say it and it is. It's got to be displayed. And so if I've been given the opportunity to live this life healthy because I've gone through some things in my illness, and I'm 52. And I don't see specialists for any of the stuff that they said that I would die from at 30. And that's what I do for a living every day. I actually made a pact with my creator and I said, hey, the moment I stop doing what I have been healed to continue to do, just going to take me out. So every time I get discouraged and I want to end my business because I feel like there's not traction here, I feel like people don't understand it, I feel like people don't really understand how to support those that are going through illness, and they're angry when people know how to advocate for their own health. And if I'm not doing what I'm here to do, that I've been allowed to still be on the face of this earth to do, just going to take me out because I'm wasting everybody's time. But if I can help heal, if I can direct you into something, if I can point you to the right people, or if I'm able to provide the service, that is what I'm offering as my life's mission. Takana's Kitchen, you should let me feed you. Kana's Remedies, a balm, BALM experience. I have the Unshed for my musician, DJs, singing community, because I want you to unwind before you start to unravel. And I mean that. Those are the things that I'm offering. I have Fusic, where food and music collide. I have a lot of opportunities and things that I'm doing under the umbrella of Takana's Kitchen, and it is all intentional. It has all been extremely impactful. And like I just teased a little bit earlier in this conversation, guess what? The onion peel is on the way. I'm dealing with some publishing companies now, but I promise you, you will understand. You will love to see it. You will understand how to unwind and get some of those things that maybe some questions or things that you deal with that you didn't even really, you haven't put a voice to them yet. There are some things that will be beneficial in there. One of the main things that I learned years ago, because I was seeking as a researcher and an educator, I was seeking, trying to understand, where does this autoimmune stuff come from? Because I don't believe in the old saying of, well, it's hereditary. It's not. Illness is not genetic or hereditary. It is dietary. If you eating like Meemaw and Big Papa ate, you're going to end up with what Meemaw and Big Papa had. If you learn how to change and wisen up, then you won't have those same things. So if my mom had an illness, and then they want to know about her, that has nothing to do with me at this appointment. My illness is not connected to hers because I don't eat like she does. There's something in the root of where this came from. And so I try to teach, I actually do successfully teach my clients that your doctors are dealing with the leaves on the tree, and I like to deal with the root. Because if I can do, as a naturopathic practitioner, a certified, I'm not trying to just talk out my tail. But if we deal with the root causes of your illness and the issues, and you don't have to see anybody about the leaves anymore because the leaves won't be present. I'm just a critical thinker. That's all. I'm just using my brain. So I don't pray for you and have hopes and wishes. I have action, because that's how love is supposed to be displayed, through action. I'm not going to give you something that's a self-help. I'm not ever going to qualify myself as a self-helper, but I am a healer. That part I do know, and I have proof of that. So 872-267-COOK. Check out my page. TakanaSKitchen.com is my website. I am on all social media platforms, all of them. TikTok is here, IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, Lemon, listen, Snap. There's no reason that you can't find me. I'm still her. I'm still here to help serve. I have always had a life of service. I come from a long lineage of people that were in the way of service. From a grandmother that was in foods, both of them, a great-grandmother that had a farm, a father that was a politician that worked alongside with Jesse Jackson prior to him being leaving this world. I am a huge advocate about how can I help serve you, and not just in my brain because I'm wishing and hoping and praying, but in my action. What am I doing every single day to assist you to get better, to get to your goal, which is why I do the diagnostic consultation. So again, www.takanaskitchen.com. It's so many of you guys on here. I really appreciate it. If you can hit them hearts and the gifts and the loves and all that. Like I said, I haven't been on here in a long time. So I can't even tell you what I'm supposed to be looking at or seeing, but I would love for you to Share this live with people. Share my information with those that you love. Remind yourself of me when you think about that doctor's visit and you're like, you know what, there's got to be some to this. And if you don't have the chance to contact me, here's what I want you to be bold enough to say to next time you go to see a doctor. What is the end game? What is the opportunity for me to no longer take these meds? How do we get to exact healing? And the moment you ask that question, look them dead in the face and wait to hear what they say, write it down. I'm almost going to tell you, you're not going to get a response that you're looking for, because the end game really is, I need to see you in the next 90 days and we're going to add or we're going to increase your med, but we never are going to take you off. You're going to be on this, because every time you're taking that synthetic, you might feel like it's helping one thing. It's creating a residual effect of something else that you may have to then medicate. Can I tell you that you don't need any of that? Can I help you? Can I teach you to teach others so that we as a people can go back to what we ancestrally did, which was heal ourselves through herbs and the pulse of the land? I'm 52 years old. I'm 52. I had a friend of mine today on the radio talking about she's 43 and she can't believe she's this old. And oh my God, I've survived lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, Raynaud's, told I wouldn't see 30 in 2001 when I was 27. I've survived shingles and took a vaccine my doctor told me to take that I should not have listened to him because I know that I knew better. That ended up having me into an pleural effusion in October of last year with a lung collapsing. I am on no medication. My physicians have said the way I was all those years from 2013, 14, up until I had that episode of that pleural issue, which was because of the damn vaccine, my body has already gone back to that. Already gone back to being healthy. Already gone back to doing what's necessary so that I can continue this healing journey. And I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face, which I'm not going to turn blue because I got good makeup for that. I want to help you and your family too. You do not have to suffer. You do not have to suffer. You do not have to suffer. You do not have to allow this illness to get you depressed. I know some of you all are super into whatever, but this sickness is not unto death. That thing, you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to suffer. Okay? And I want to be somebody that can be an advocate to come alongside you. And if nothing else, you just need to call because you need to just to cry and vent. And I'm sick of this medicine. And I understand, baby. I got you. What's the end game? When did the doctor say you would be rid of all of this? Because he's been treating you for how many years? Why am I still coming every 90 days doing labs and nothing has changed? But now I got something new going on. It don't have to be like that. Let Takana's Kitchen assist you. Let Kana's Remedy help you to learn how to heal yourself. So that you and others can stop running to the altar. I say this, but I mean it. And I'm not trying to be offensive. And I'm not going to even say anything after that. But it's true. Stop running to the altar asking for healing and then leaving and going to the fast food joint getting something to eat. It's about your gut. It's about your gut. Stop rushing and praying and fasting and doing all of these things that's temporary because someone in the pulpit told you to do it, but you don't do what you need to do every single day to actually create healing for yourself. It can happen miraculously, but I'll tell you it doesn't. Everyone in the Bible that got healed did something first. The woman with the issue went. The father that had the daughter that was dying had to go. The friends of the man that could not walk had to lift him and push him down. The man at the water had to be led into the pool. Nothing happened without our action happening first. And if I can get you to unlearn your sitting and waiting on if I could get you to learn how to be active in your own healing, it'll change your mindset on anything else that you're struggling with or dealing with. What are you doing to change the affect? Or are you just hoping and wishing and praying? And I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to keep bringing it here to the altar and leave it there with your oxygen tank. Baby, And then you fast fooding it. And then I've had people say, well, if the Lord wanted me to be healed, he would heal me. Duh. If you want to be healed, why won't you heal yourself? Why can't you heal yourself? You have all the tools. You bathe yourself. You feed yourself. I want you to be better for you. So I'll leave you with this. You got schedules, you got calendars, you got plans, you got appointments, you got events, you got all of these wonderful things lined up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to give them this. I'm going to be there for them. When can you put you on that list first and learn how to give yourself what you need for you? I promise you something. And they always say you don't never want nobody to promise, but I promise you this. The day that you realize that you are the most important person in your own life, nobody is more important in your life than you first. And when you put you on your first list, guess what? Your whole life will change. Learn how to give you to you this year. Learn how to give you this year. Stop hoping, wishing, and praying on something miraculous to happen when no effort has been made out of your own hands, out of your own doing. Love is action. If you love you, you're going to actively do something to help heal you. And stop waiting on somebody else. This message is for you and for your loved ones. I love you enough to tell you the truth. I love you enough to not be concerned if your feelings are hurt about the truth. That might be one of the things that you also need to incorporate is people around you that'll be honest with you, that love you enough to be honest with you. But they're reciprocal in their way that they love. I just want to be here for you. I just want you to be better. You're too cute to be out here sick and feeling like that's it. Oh, by the way, I ain't crazy. I am aware there's some people that love their story because it keeps them relevant as a victim. So let's be clear. I'm talking to people that don't want to be the victim and don't want to be the pain or the sick person in the story. That they want to have a healing opportunity or a moment where they can say, you know what, that's the day I put that damn medicine down. I realized I could do da-da-da-da-da, and it would combat all this time you mean to tell me that nobody tell me I could have? Yeah. It's a lot. Critical thinking is major. Stop living in a fairy tale land of thinking that something is going to miraculously come and help heal you when you have the power to do something every single day to address your illness or address whatever's going on. I just want to be an advocate and I want to come alongside you and be your ally. Okay? Again, 872-267-COOK. That's 872-267-2665. I am Takana, the owner of Takana's Kitchen, LLC. Google me so you can see them reviews. I ain't lying. Go to the Better Business Bureau, pull me up. You're going to see every story I told you. I ain't lying. I got an A+ rating. I'm a part of Forbes Black. I'm a part of the International Women's Group. etc., etc. There are a lot of things. Restaurant, I got the 3 or 4 years in a row. I have all these awards from. None of that matters more to me than me trying to be a person to help you. And my way of showing you that what I'm talking to you about is real is making certain that at least once every other month, I do a live so you can see my face. Because videos and pictures and AI and all of the stuff that we can use, sometimes you don't get to see the person and you can just see what they're advertising. I want you to see me in the flesh. It's me. I'm here to help you. Hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've learned something. I hope you had a nugget you could take away. The gum chewing, the drinking out of straw. I ain't tell you about that one. I'll give you that one next time. So you have a fantastic balance of your day and the day that you have earned through your action. That's always going to be positive. You be well. Bye for now.